Welcome to the Campus Edge, a production of Butler Community College. We may still be under construction here in the studio, but I guarantee you a fully prepared show with no cracks or drips. It's time for another award-winning episode of the Campus Edge. COVID-19 has impacted all of us. Required masks and hand washing will make 2020 a year to remember. Hayden Cole and Slade Wiley caught up with our Director of Residence Life to find out how the pandemic has affected the El Dorado dorms.
During the fall semester at Butler, many students opted not to buy a dorm room, mainly because of reasons relating to COVID. I myself was included in that group. But I sat down with Residence Life Director David Newell and another RA to discuss concerns.
As the Director of Residence Life, I know it's been a challenge. You know, the masks and the staff constantly on. The students, please put your mask on. Please wear the mask properly. Even in the cafeteria with putting the gloves on. I know it can be tiresome. I know there can be fatigue. But think about the success. Think about how good we're doing, our numbers, and just try to keep a positive outlook on it. I'm very optimistic about our ability to finish out this semester with both the in-person and the online platforms. Our numbers in the residence halls are very, very low. You know, we've had a few small cases of positive reports, but the students have been very, very good as far as the safety protocols.
I was expecting people not wear masks and everything. But for right now, we're actually doing kind of good.
I'm very, very pleased that Butler has made the decision to continue to provide both the in-person and the online platforms for education.
I would say one of the biggest changes is probably class size. I remember taking classes with 30 students. Now they're 15. So that's a huge jump from what I'm used to now.
The other night in this lounge, we had painting, where the students got together and just had some snacks and just did a little painting to exercise their artistic talents. So, but again, in a lounge this size, you put 15 people. There's plenty of room to spread out, and it still again has some degree of interaction with each other. I just ask you, please stay vigilant. Keep the masks on when you're in public areas. Continue the social distancing as much as you possibly can. We're going to get through this together.
With all this information in mind, students and staff can take comfort in knowing that the Residence Life Office, the Health Office, and the administration are doing everything they can to keep you and those around you safe. Reporting for BCTV, I'm Hayden Cole.
In addition to dorm life and classes, COVID has changed our fine arts events this fall. You'll be able to enjoy theater, choir, and band performances, just in a different way. Kameron Buss talked with Bob Peterson and Brett Martinez to find out more.
Today on the Campus Edge, we get to talk to Brett Martinez.
My name is Brett Martinez. I conduct the concert band, jazz ensemble, show band, chamber ensembles, various groups here in the instrumental music department. I'm the chair of the instrumental music department. We have had to take a lot of extra precautions. Especially for our larger group, because as we're dealing with all over campus, we have reduced capacity in our rooms. So as part of all of that, we can't meet with our full concert band at the same time. Had to socially distance our group, so all of our seats in the concert band, and actually all of our rehearsals, are 6 feet apart from side to side. They're 6 feet apart front to rear, and we stagger the rows so we're not sitting right in front of or behind anybody. We also, when we're not playing our instruments, we're wearing our masks. When we are playing our instruments, since obviously you couldn't play an instrument with this, we take the masks off, we play our instruments, but then we have bell covers on the fronts of the instrument. Live concerts for this semester in our fine arts division are not going to happen. What we're going to do is we're going to live stream the concerts. So the nice thing for us is we get a different experience for our students. Record the concert, get all of that taken care of. Then we'll get it all edited so it is one smooth concert, and then we'll release that concert on YouTube.
We also had a chance to talk to Bob Peterson from the theater department.
I am Bob Peterson, and I am the chairman of the theater department at Butler Community College. And I've been in this position a little more years than I have fingers and toes. The pandemic has really offered us some unique challenges, and we want to make those, turn those challenges into something very useful for our students as we are into social distancing and making sure that we wear masks, etc. And I'm 6 feet away from anybody now, so that's why I'm not wearing a mask. All of the performances in the fine arts department, that's music and instrumental and dance and theater, there are no live performance, it's all virtual. So the Reader's Theater production we are filming, and then we haven't announced the platform, the online platform that we're going to use, but it will be available to be viewed online. So there are no live performances this semester. This semester there are no live performances, but all of our fine arts performances are going to be virtual, which is, again, another opportunity for our students.
I'm Kameron Buss, and this is The Campus Edge.
We have more stories from the Butler County area right after these important messages. Remember, we're just getting started here on the Campus Edge.
We know that we're asking Americans to do a lot right now. So we're asking everyone to be selfless for others so that we can protect those who are most susceptible to this virus.
A question I often get asked is, why should young people care about the spread of coronavirus? Well, we know that people with underlying medical conditions over the age of 60 are at highest risk, but they've got to get it from somebody.
Social distancing is really physical separation of people.
It's what we refer to when we ask people to stay at least 6 feet apart.
Not going to bars, not going to restaurants, not going to theaters where there are a lot of people. It all just means physical separation so that you have a space between you and others who might actually be infected or infect you.
We all have a role to play in preventing person-to-person spread of this disease, which can be deadly for vulnerable groups. For more information on how you can social distance, please go to coronavirus.gov.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother,
Yes.
you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back to the Campus Edge. One of the most important resources in the Butler community are the people, and the Andover campus has some of the great ones. Ethan Sutter interviewed a very special media professor, Shawn Rhodes. Here's his report.
Hello, I'm reporter Ethan Sutter with Campus Edge. Today we are interviewing Professor Shawn Rhodes of the Andover Butler Community College campus about his teaching program and his experiences in the fields of cinematography.
I teach digital media, specifically digital video and audio production at Butler Community College. So it's starting entry-level classes that can lead up to filmmaking and television production. The skills that a student would be able to get out of this class would be able to work with digital video and audio, as well as editing them into a final product. And hopefully, should they be willing to work in the industry, be able to get a job doing so. My attraction for this field, originally I went into radio and had done quite well in radio, and then kind of saw the writing on the wall during the late 80s and deregulation, to where there were a bunch of, at one point, only one individual could only own up to 12 stations, and that became corporatized. And so there's only a few giant corporations that own all the radio stations and television stations in the country now. And I kind of saw the writing on the wall and decided that was about the time I wanted to get out. And so in doing so, ended up within a few years of being in television instead of radio. When taking this class, you can use a lot of different cameras, lenses, video, audio editing equipment, sound recorders, boom mics, those type of things, you know, and very hands-on instruction on how to make a commercial television show, video, film. We've got a couple of Blackmagic cameras that shoot in 4K with cinema lenses that are basically fixed lenses. They don't zoom, so you can do a very high-end production with those. In fact, there's a lot of competitions, as in film festivals, especially if you're making film shorts that you can enter in. I know that Tallgrass here in Wichita has a good program for film shorts, as well as there's a couple other film festivals in the area, whether it's Stillwater, Oklahoma City, Kansas City, that also do the same thing. And there's most film festivals have an actual student competition as well. The film that I have right now is a music documentary about a guy named Rudy Love, who was very influential in the music business and ended up having most of his material stolen from him. It's been in so far, I think, this weekend it'll be 34 film festivals, everywhere from Rain Dance Film Festival in London, in which we won the Film of the Festival out of 65,000 films. And then we also won Rome Independent Film Festival in Italy. We won Florence, Italy. We were in Krakow, Poland, Hamburg, Germany, Madrid, Spain, Lisbon, Portugal, and the list goes on and on.
Amazon Prime and e-commerce make buying easy, but it would be a mistake to overlook the stores in our local communities. Thankful Thursday is a community event to promote shopping at small businesses in El Dorado. I spoke with Olivia Hazelwood of the Chamber of Commerce to learn more. The first Thursday of each month is Thankful Thursday, where you can love El Dorado and shop local. I spoke with Olivia Hazelwood at the El Dorado Chamber of Commerce to learn more.
Thankful Thursday has been an awesome collaboration between the Chamber, local businesses, El Dorado Main Street, mostly El Dorado Main Street. It's a chance for community promotion and for businesses to team up to capitalize on street traffic and marketing efforts to bring more people downtown to shop local. Thankful Thursday is the first Thursday of every month in the evenings. Businesses usually start their specials sometime around 5:30ish and go until 8. And all kinds of fun things. They have several businesses will host outside vendors. They'll have food, they'll have music. Kelly's Etc. usually has a music person in there to play.
Thankful Thursdays they're so much fun. They're not just fun as a business owner, but it's really interesting. We bring in people that maybe don't have a storefront and allow them to set up little pop-up shops in our store, out on the sidewalk, weather permitting, and give them the opportunity for the public to get to meet them also. We are a flower shop. We do everything from just everyday flowers to weddings, funerals, proms, homecoming. Anytime that you're needing anything special for any kind of event, we can take care of that. We also have home decor. We're kind of known for some of our fun and unique gifts. We have a sock wall that has some really crazy fun socks because you can't go wrong with a pair of socks. We have everything from mask, hand sanitizer, barbecue sauce, different seasonings. We've even got some really fun Rice Krispie treats for birthday treats. Got just about a little bit of everything, so it's kind of that one-stop shop that you can come in and I guarantee you won't leave empty-handed.
From downtown El Dorado, I'm Deanna Bonn. In our final section of the show, we look at businesses that make the season special. You might even call them a tradition, just like the tradition that is the Campus Edge. Both traditions continue after this spot break.
Hi, I'm your host, Smokey Colbert, filling in for Smokey because after 75 years of...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Turns out there's much more to say. Nearly 90% of wildfires are caused by us humans being careless, dumping our used barbecue coals willy-nilly. Guess the song was wrong. We did start the fire. That's why I respect Mother Nature and her trees, whether coniferous or new car scented. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh.
It only takes a moment to make a moment.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
With coronavirus still spreading, people at higher risk must take extra precautions. You're at higher risk if you are over 65 or if you have any serious underlying medical conditions like heart disease, chronic lung disease, diabetes, or if your immune system is compromised for any reason. If you're at higher risk, wash your hands frequently with soap and water for 20 seconds. Avoid touching your face. Disinfect frequently touched objects. And wash up after being in public spaces. And when it comes to social situations, less is better. Stay 6 feet or 2 arm lengths away from other people. Better still, stay home if you can. If you're sick, please stay home and away from others. And if you think you've been exposed to the virus, call your healthcare provider before going to their office. In challenging times, the choices you make are critical. Please visit coronavirus.gov for more information.
Welcome back. Walter's Pumpkin Patch has been a staple of our community for years. Pumpkin Fest, rides, and the corn maze make the fall season special. What's special for this year? Reporters Ross Cole, Austin Doffing, and AJ Jones can tell you that right now.
Hi, I'm AJ Jones, reporting for the Campus Edge, and as you can see behind me, I'm out at Walter's Pumpkin Patch looking to see what they have to offer for their guests this fall.
We have new Tiny Town that has the hotel and the saloon and the church and the bank. And anyway, Tiny Town is new this year. We have a new wine and beer grain bin, the old corn bin, and we'll be serving over 21 folks beer and wine on the weekends only. And then we have a new corn bin that has a big truck with a hydraulic lift on it that you can slide down the truck bed into the corn. It's so much fun. And then we have a new scarecrow maze, which is fence panels, and you wander through and try to find the spider and the bat and the different banners that we have in there. So lots of new things this year. Our corn maze this year is done with the Kansas City Chiefs. And of course we had to get authorization to put the Kansas City Chiefs logo in there, but they were very willing and agreeable to let us do this. So we have Chiefs Kingdom this year in the corn maze. Our designer and maze cutter, his name is Rob Stouffer. He's with Precision Mazes out of Lee Summit, Missouri, and he was instrumental in making this all happen. He's an awesome designer and cutter. So about one day and we had our corn maze. Our first corn maze was with Butler County Community College, all 4 initials then. And they come out and helped us. One of the students designed it, and we didn't know what we were doing. We were cutting out corn stalks with the sharpened hoe, and it was a nightmare. But we got her done. We did it. It was Butler.
So come on down to Walter's Pumpkin Patch for a fall adventure. This is Austin Doffing, AJ Jones, and Ross Cole reporting for the Campus Edge.
And that brings us to the end of our second episode of the Campus Edge for Fall 2020. We may be done here, but if you want to see this episode again, tune in weekdays on BCTV Channel 20, or you can check them all out on our YouTube channel, Butler Student Media. We have more episodes on the way, so stay tuned. This has been the Campus Edge.